All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praise, honor, and glory to you. How about Shemi Shai? Double honor to the apostle, and those a great millstone. Peace and salutation to Yaki, preaching his truth throughout the four winds. All right. Just through the spirit, man, I wanted to put this lesson up on how all the prophets were chosen Israelites. Okay. You don't have prophets that wasn't of or outside of this nation, you know. And wouldn't their sole purpose be to give their people the good news? Okay, if they were Israelites, it's a reason why. It's a reason why when you read these scriptures, everything is to Israel, for Israel, punishment to Israel. The Most High's favorite people is Israel. You know what I'm saying? So why would he send a heathen or someone of other nations to save his people? Okay, and let's say, for argument's sake, that we have somebody to come save heathens. Wouldn't they use a heathen to come save heathens? Wouldn't it be a heathen just to show in good favor? Okay, you heathens, y'all could be grafted in, how you say, and be a part of my chosen people now. So by showing good faith and good measure, wouldn't he have ordained a heathen as a sign of good faith to show that it was legit? Yahweh Shai, tribe of Judah. Okay, all the prophets were men that were Israelites. A lot of people want to use Apostle Paul writings. Apostle Paul was an Israelite. Okay, every prophet and every man in these scriptures were Israelites. Never once do you have a prophet or someone rescuing or going to the people that was Israelites to save them. They were never heathens, and that never changed. Okay, all right. This is Tobit 4:12. It says, "Beware of all whoredom, my son, and chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers, and take not a strange woman to wife, which is not of thy father's tribe." Okay, for we are the children of prophets. We are the children of prophets. Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So he's telling you the prophets came through these lines. That's who we're the children of. Okay? Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning, even that they all married wives of their own kindred, and were blessed in their children, and their seed shall inherit the land. So it's telling you right now who the prophets were, who they came through, and the promises, who the promises was to. And we know all we have to do to see who that was is go to Acts the 9th chapter. Okay? Simple. So heathens cannot say they can partake in this inheritance. No one opened the gate for heathens to come in here. All right? And to be a prophet, you have to be of the seed line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. 1 Corinthians 14:32. And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. They can't go to nowhere else and be prophets. That's who they're subject to. So if the prophets were Israelites, there's a thing called reincarnation. You're not going to come back, and your spirit is not going to be a Moabite, and you're going to be prophesying. Okay? Now, there's a thing called confusion of faces, to where that spirit, that's why it says the spirit of the prophets. Now, you can have a prophet that looks just like another nation, but that spirit of that person, it comes from an Israelite. Okay, that's why it says it says yada 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 yada. Okay, it says, for we are the children of the prophets. So through that bloodline or that seed line, prophets are going to come. Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Chosen line. Okay? Simple. This is Chronicles. 1 Chronicles 9:1. So Israel were reckoned by genealogy. Reckoned. That means to count. Okay? To be counted as an Israelite, you had to be reckoned or recognized by the genealogy, by your genetics, your genes. They're gonna ask you, who was your father? Oh, my father was such and such. He was an Israelite. So guess what? That's what you are. And then there was a chosen line amongst the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? It said, but that's how you were recognized, by genealogies. And behold, they were written in the book of the kings of Israel and Judah, who were carried away to Babylon for their transgressions. So it's set up. You can look in these scriptures, and it shows you that's how we are recognized. One of the curses, it says, and it shall be for a sign and wonder. If you ever wondered who you were, go to the curses. That's how you were recognized, through your genealogy. Okay? Through being a slave. That's how you were recognized. Okay? But through your genealogy. You can look at us and tell that our ancestors are the ones that came over here on cargo slave ships. True statements. Okay? It's not nothing hard to come to grips with. Like, how do you not know that? Okay? But it says, kings of Israel and Judah. Notice it didn't say Moab, didn't say Ammon. So these chosen people are recognized through their bloodline, which are Israelites. Okay? Amos 2:11. And I raised up of your sons for prophets. Okay? Of your sons for prophets. Okay? This is Amos. He was a prophet. Okay? And many prophets like him. Isaiah, Ezekiel, Nehemiah, all tribes. Okay? And of your young men for Nazarites. It is not even thus, O ye children of Israel, saith the Lord. So is it not like plain to see that your seed will be the seed of prophets and chosen? Okay? It's quite evident, man. When you look, you never see prophets, apostles, disciples of any other nation. They were all Israelites. Okay? People just got everything twisted when they look at that scripture, when they look at the Bible, and they for some reason don't feel included. That's where the problem comes in. If we were saying that we were Israelites and everyone else could partake in our inheritance, people wouldn't have a problem with it. You may have some that disagree because we're Negroes, but guess what? They'll come to grips and be like, okay, well, yeah, just tell us what we got to do now. We can get down with that. But just to acknowledge that they're not a part of the covenant, you know what I'm saying? They can't be grafted in. That's where the problem comes from. Oh, well, so be it. If they don't believe, they don't believe. It wasn't for them to understand and to get anyway. Okay? This covenant and this promise is only to Israel. The prophets were Israelites. And that's just the way the story ends. Okay? Point blank, period. Hope this was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostle, and those a great millstone. Peace and salutation to you, I can push this truth throughout the four winds. Shalom.